And now the man, the myth, the legend, Shinya Aoki joins us. Shinya-san, great to see you. First of all, could you tell us what is the beef with Sexyama? What about him annoys you? And have you guys crossed paths in the past?
いや、これ長いっすよ、それ。多分。いや、これを喋ると2008年から始まって、まあ、ドリームっていう団体で、まあ、団体が変わって、で、なぜか気づいたら、2018年、19年ぐらいに同じ団体になって、で、なぜか階級も近くなったんで、今に至るっていう感じです。
ありがとうございます。So if it's gonna be long story, so let's make it short. It was since 2008 their history started, and long time passed, and then they both each other in the same organization since 2018, and then somehow they are in a similar division right now. That's why this match is happening this end of this month.
Could you tell us about that encounter at Road to One? You usually seem pretty calm when you call people out, but you seem kind of angry at him. Can you tell us about what happened there?
まあ、感情が出てたって言ってもらえるのは、まあ、ありがたいですよね。やっぱこう、なんだろうな、こう、喋ることとか、こう、リング上、ケージの中で表現するっていうことは、やっぱり、感情がないと、自分の、なんだろうな、こうリアルな感情がないと伝わらないと思ってるので、まあ、そういうところで言語を超えて伝わってよかったなと思います。それは、なんだろう、試合するのかしないのかはっきりしろよっていうところですね。はい。
Yeah, first of all, I really happy that like you guys can feel my emotion from the mic performance, because you know there is a language barrier, so I didn't expect you guys to understand this like fierce emotion. But yeah, speaking of the mic performance at Road to One, yes, of course I was kind of upset because Akiyama didn't make a decision to fight or not, so that's why I was a bit upset.
We're going to go to our first media question, which comes from Adam Christ of My MMA News.
Unmute. All right. Okay, I'm so sorry. The was originally offered to Akiyama and he declined. You wanted the answer and you got it, but more it seems like you wanted the fight itself. What about it with Akiyama interests you?
まあ単純に日本で多分一番ワンが日本でできるカードの中で一番こうバリューがあると思ったからですね。
That's simple reason. I thought this matchup, Aoki versus Akiyama, will be the how to say, can get most attention from the Japanese fans. That's why he was interested in.
Please go ahead.
You mentioned Akiyama doesn't have much time left. You mentioned Akiyama doesn't have much time left. Do you intend on making this his last bout? Will you retire Yoshihiro Akiyama?
いや、全くないです。引退するのもったいないからやめた方がいいですよ。他にやることないし。
ありがとうございます。Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think Akiyama should retire after this fight because there is nothing to do after this MMA career. So I don't encourage him to retire. That's all.
Another question. When you confronted Akiyama, you didn't like his response, and it seems like you almost didn't believe him. Is that accurate?
Adam asked, when you asked Akiyama for his response, it was almost like you didn't believe him. Do you believe Akiyama wants to fight you?
基本的にこう二枚舌なんで、やるっつってやらないとか平気でやるから信用してないっすよね。はい。
Yeah, you're right. Because I didn't trust him because I think Akiyama has a double face. So I didn't trust. Yeah, you're right.
Thanks, Adam. Our next question comes in via text from Luisa Morales of Philippine Star, who asks, will you be wearing your luchador mask, the wrestling mask he wore during the 1X press conference in Japan at 1X?
あれは日本のメディアって こうプロレスと格闘技が近いんですよ。日本のメディア、プロレスと格闘技が近いから、マスクかぶったりするとニュースになる。
ありがとうございます。I believe that I could be able to make a news if I wear the pro wrestling mask because like in Japanese media, pro wrestling and MMA media is very close. So if I wear the pro wrestling mask at the MMA press conference, and then pro wrestling news media will take my topic in the news. That's what I wanted to do.
Thank you, Shinya-san. Next up, then, we're going to go to Tom Taylor from SEMP MMA. Tom, your mic is open.
Awesome. Can you hear me okay, Andy?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Shinya, this fight is sort of being billed as a legend versus legend fight. Given the way that you feel about Akiyama, would you say that he is really a legend? Is that reputation justified or perhaps a bit overrated?
それははい。過剰評価されてますかね。はい。すみません。
レジェンドだと思うんですけど、僕はまだ現役というか、まだこの作ってる段階なので、逆に僕がレジェンドじゃないんじゃないかなと思いますけど。
In my opinion, Akiyama is truly legend, but I don't think I am not still the legend because I'm still climbing up. That's my answer.
And you've had a lot of very big wins in your career, Shinya, but given the way that you feel about Akiyama, will this one feel any different? Will this victory be a little bit sweeter than your typical win?
一緒です。一緒です。とにかくまた、ここで一個とにかく勝って、また次に進みたいなと思ってます。
It will be same. I just want to win anytime and then just move on to the next fight.
And on that note, have you given any thought to what a win over Akiyama will do for your career and what might be next for you after this?
どうですかね。まだ全然相手が分かんないですけど、ちょっと今しかできないというか、割と勝負論があるというか、トップ戦線の試合がしたいなと思ってます。
I am not sure because I have not get any offer to the fight after this matchup, but I want to compete against like stronger or like top fighter in this division. That's what I think.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shinya. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Tom. Our next question comes from Andrew Mack of MMA Island. You're up, Andrew.
Hi, Shinya. So a couple months ago, we had Okura versus Christian Lee, which ended in controversy. Do you believe Okura or Christian Lee won that fight?
だってこれ僕が何か言ったら判定変わるわけじゃないけどっていう話じゃないよね。どっちが勝ったかって話ですよね。どっちが勝ったかっていう話だと、僕はクリスチャン勝ったと思いましたけどね。はい。
ありがとうございます。If I say Christian won, the decision will never change, but I thought like Christian won that much.
All right. I mean, for your last fight, you said you weren't in the position to ask for a title shot, and you just said that you want a big opponent after Aoki. How many more wins do you think you would need before you're in a position for a title shot?
多分ですけど、他のコンテンダー、タイトルコンテンダーがランキング入ってる子たちが若いので、若い選手の方が先にチャンスが来ると思うので、割と遅くなるんじゃないかなと思いますけど。
ありがとうございます。I think younger contender, like top 5 rankers, will get the chance for the title shot earlier than me. So my chance will be after that, maybe a bit later.
Shinya-san, you talked about wanting to face strong opponents. Number 5 ranked Sagid Isagakmaev called out, if I recall correctly, you, Eddie Alvarez, Christian Lee, and he said he will kill everybody. What is your response to his call out?
僕いつやってもいいんですけど、ロシア人入れないですよねって。はい。
I am ready for any time to fight, but the thing is, he cannot come into the country to fight this.
Perhaps that's one for the future then. And talking of Eddie, the fans always ask about that trilogy. When are we going to see Eddie and Shinya Aoki? And is that something you want one day?
僕は全然いつでもやっていいと思いますけど。はい。
Yeah, I think I am ready. okay to do trilogy against, with Eddie Alvarez anytime.
All right, one for the future. Along we go then to Dylan Bowker of Sports Keeda. Dylan, your mic is open.
Appreciate you taking my call. I'm just kind of curious because, Shinya has been with the promotion since October of 2012, debuting on their 6th event. Like, how's he feeling leading into this fight at their 10th anniversary show?
そうですね、10年いるとは正直思ってなかったし、で、格闘技団体でやっぱ10年続くってすごいことなんですよ。で、プライドは10年でなくなったし、だから、まあね、みんな頑張ったんだなって思います。
To be honest, I didn't think I will be here for a decade because, it's not easy to maintain the promotion for like 10 years because they say Pride didn't exist after 10 years. So yeah, like everybody in one championship did very well. Good. Yeah, did a good job.
And also, I'm kind of curious because, faced certain fellow legendary Japanese MMA fighters before, like Sakuraba, Kawajiri. Like, where does the Akiyama fight rank in that kind of context, just past Japanese MMA legend fights Aoki has had?
どうなんだろう。今話題になってますけど、まあ、レベルって言われると難しいですね。レベルって日本でのレベルみたいな話で言うと、まあ、桜庭よりは高くないかなと思う。それぐらいしか言えないですね。はい。
ありがとうございます。It's tough to say, but if I need to say, Akiyama is slightly lower level than Sakuraba. That's all I can say.
And just lastly, from me, I noticed on the pro wrestling end of things that Aoki lost the Extreme title within DDT. Is his goal to kind of pursue that going forward? And is he looking for a rematch under those Turkish oil wrestling rules?
なんか、プロレスに関しては楽しくやらせてもらってて、今年の1月に竹下幸之助っていうレスラーとやったんですけど、またなんかああいうトップの選手ともう一回やってみたいなと思ってます。
ありがとうございます。Yeah, I'm having fun doing pro wrestling. In this year, in January, I competed against Takeshita in DDT, and he is a top pro wrestler. So I would like to fight someone like him, like top pro wrestler in this year.
Next up, we have a text question from Khan of Daily News who asks, a win against Sexyama at 1X will put you on 48 victories. That's 2 away from 50, which is a very rare achievement. Is that number important to you? And will you call it a day at 50? Or do you want to carry on past that?
多分50勝は多分いくと思うんですよね。で、なんかそれ以上にやっぱ僕長くやりたくて、長くやりたいんで、今38ですけど、もう10年、11年、50歳ぐらいまでやりたいかな。はい、それを思ってます。
ありがとうございます。Yeah, I'm sure I will reach 50 wins in my career. And I'm 38 years old, but like I want to do this martial arts as much as I can. And like let's say 10 more years or until 50 years old, I want to fight.
Absolute legend. All right, then we're going to go across to Vincent Zhao, who will be asking questions on behalf of the Chinese media.
Good evening, Mr. Shinya. So, a lot of fans still talking about your last fight with Christian Lee. People think that it seems like in the first round that you almost had the chance to break his arm, but you let it go, that you don't want to hurt the kid. So, could you help us to review that? What happened there?
そんなことは全くなくて、単純に彼が強かったって、強くて、彼が強かったって以上はないかな。はい。
Oh no, it's a simple reason. Christian Lee was strong and I couldn't finish him. That's it.
Okay, so at your position right now, after so many years of a legendary career, what kind of a fight interests you more? A title fight or a super fight against somebody like Akiyama?
いや、僕、普通にちゃんとした試合というか、コツコツやってきます。
Yeah, I just want to fight constantly. It's not for special rules. Like I just want to fight. Yeah,
Okay,
That's it.
thank you. Thank you.
thank you.
We have another question. This time it comes from Deepak Kumar of Essentially Sports. Deepak, please go ahead.
Hello. You had a grappling match with Gary Tonon in 2017, which you lost. Now that Tonon has transitioned into MMA, would you like to fight him in MMA?
階級が違うので、あんまり興味がないし、はい、あんまり興味ないです。はい。
To be honest, we are not in the same division, so I'm not really interested in to fight against Tonon in MMA.
Thanks for your question, Deepak, and thank you very much for your time, Shinya-san. What an absolute legend. This is going to be a cracking fight. We can't wait. Cheers.